And how about the decor and the colors? What do you have to say about that?
They have a very interesting taste that they've gone around. I think only loud point in the sofa is that striped pattern cushion, but when you look at that stands out a bit. But after that, when you go across, they've got a very sleek international kind of style that is continued. We see two interesting murals on the wall that is clad in the sitting area, and it's a very big size mural. So that's very interesting. That stands out loud on that dark colored back wall. Then I think choice of furniture adds to the decor of the house. That is really the thing that connects the whole house. They've gone for all international styles of furniture. Right from the sit out, we find that interwoven cane furniture, which I think may be imported. And the flooring is refreshing, another different kind of color, and the blinds, that everything is different. It's very interesting. So they've put in a lot of effort to find out very specific thing for each area.
Okay. Anna, what is your opinion?
They followed the contemporary theme into the decor also. So you find muted shades of brown, grey and everything inside. I love that color green on the floor, which they've continued right from the beginning. It is a very bold way, but the walls, everything, they've kept it white, and just the floor.
Very interesting.
And I noticed on one wall there is a punch of color. I think there's a burgundy color on the wall in terms of a wallpaper. If you've noticed, the beds have no elaborate headboards, there are no side tables. It is very practical. But yeah, we are so used to seeing a defined bed headboard, so you kind of look for that. I mentioned before, there are different kinds of sofa. Something could have been similar, probably the style or probably the color or something.
I think fabric was
something. So that was one mismatch I could see.
So talking of the ambience of the place, Anna, what do you think about it?
Ambience wise, I'm sure it's some place that you would look forward to going again, maybe because of the space around the house, and they've to a very high extent tried to bring in the outdoors in, and I'm sure the temperature, because of the double height and all that, would be a lot less, and it looks like a very livable, interesting modern house. Like it's like he said, it's a very different style. So it definitely is a interesting house.
Okay, Arun, what would you like to add?
The ambience is very different. In both interiors and exterior look different. They don't exactly complement each other so much. But even then, like earlier I was talking about the landscape being the prominent connecting thing for the house. The interiors kind of do that for the interior spaces. So I think ambience has done justice. I mean, they've tried everything, and it looks well set both in the interiors and exterior.
So getting on to the scores, Anna, we'll start with you. How much have you scored Anandashrami on the exteriors?
It's a very contemporary, very distinct house. It's a very bold design. I've given them 21 on 25.
21 and 25. How about you, Arun?
I think they've tried a different, totally different kind of approach to the house. Something more refreshing to connect to the landscape would have been like probably a little bit of cladding or something, something that roots the whole house into the ground would have been much better. I will rate them at 20.
20 on 25. How about the interiors, Arun?
Interiors are the strong point of the house, and very refreshing, very tropical. They've gone for a lot of colors. So I think the interiors are well done, and I will rate them 23.
23 and 25. How about you, Anna?
Interiors, again, the spaces are very, very refreshing, like he said. Another interesting thing that I noticed was they've used aquariums here and there as partitions between the living room and the dining and all that. I'm sure that's a treat for your eyes. I've given them 21 on 20.
Okay, and coming to color and decor, how much have you scored?
With very, very subtle colors. They've made very bold statements. I've given them 20 on 25 for their decor and color.
They've done a lot in the interiors, and I think I'll rate them 22.
22 on 25. And coming to the last parameter, that is the ambience.
I think I like the interiors more than the exterior. I think I'll rate them at 21.
21 and 25. Anna, how about you?
I feel it's got a very green ambient. Like you feel you're in a very tropical area. Even inside the house, you feel you're kind of outside. It's got a beautiful connect with the exteriors. I've given them 21 on 25 for the ambience.
21 on 25. We have the final scores with us. Anna has given a total score of 83 and Arun has given a score of 86 out of 100. The public has given a score of 42 out of 50. So the sum total is 211 out of 250. Interior design ideas need not be expensive or complicated. For example, you can just throw a rug and bring a nice finishing touch to the room. Think creative. We'll see you soon.